Well, go on, y'all. One love. So, if I die from a medication that my doctor prescribed, justice will not be served. You hear me? If I die from a medication that my doctor prescribed, justice will not be served. They will settle, they will make a cash settlement. They will never have to do prison time. Never. Those pharmaceutical companies that brings out these drugs and they give it to our people, and our people are dying every year. Thousands and thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people have already died from these drugs that these pharmaceutical companies are bringing into our communities, into our countries, into our homes, that the FDA is approving. These companies do not serve prison time. The only thing they're obligated to do is to settle cash. Money talks in this society. Money talks. Because you mean to tell me I died from a prescription drug that my doctor prescribed by some pharmaceutical company that they knew well and well aware of the side effects. They knew the side effects that it can cause death. One of the adverse, reaction is death. And then I actually die, right, from this reaction from this drug. And you mean to tell me, and you know that's what it's going to cause. You mean to tell me, so you're not responsible to serve prison time? All you got to do is come up with billions of dollars because Reckitt Company settled one of the highest settlement right now recorded in American history is Reckitt, Burst, whatever company, but it's Reckitt. Look up Reckitt, okay? The largest settlement for opioid drug. This is an opioid drug that cause people to die and overdose. Okay, this drug was meant to treat people who are coming off of opioid. This drug is to help with the withdrawal symptoms, but guess what? This drug also is an opioid, and one of their symptoms is addiction. It's a very addictive drug, right? Once you take it, it becomes very addictive. So this Reckitt company was promoting this addictive drug called Suboxone. Suboxone is the name of the drug, called Suboxone. And Suboxone was causing a lot of adverse reaction in the patients. So these people are losing family members, and they got sued. And the largest settlement, $1.4 billion in American history, from this company, Reckitt, from the drug Suboxone. Suboxone, Suboxone. Yes, I did my research. Finally. Yes. So y'all can look that up for yourself. You can look that up for yourself. So guess what? The reason why they serve, the reason why they have to pay the settlement happen like that is because they're avoiding jail time. It's for them not to get criminalized. So the Justice Department, this is all public information, the Justice Department collected these funds from this company, Reckitt. The Justice Department are supposed to be bringing justice to the people, not just by financial, but not just financially, but supposed to be also prosecute. These people need to see these people behind bars because no other family should ever have to go through a loss like that because of a prescription drug that's approved by the FDA, that's causing adverse reaction and is killing our people. Those people do not need to be amongst the general population because they just committed crimes against mass murder, mass genocide. These companies are committing, and they get to just pay billions of dollars that they made from the people. They made this money, and they just get to pay that. as part of their punishment. Is that a punishment? Taking away their money is not a punishment. They can always make more money. They can come up on another name. They can create another drug. It's not even about that. It's about the people. These people are evil. These people are out for blood. These people do not care about us. They do not care about us. They do not love us. They do not like us. They only see numbers. They see test subjects. You're all test subjects. You hear me? That's what these people are. That's what you are to them. You're just a number. You're just a test subject. You're not a name. You think you're a name. You think they care about you. You're just a number, just a body to them. That's it. So they can do experiments. They can do anything they want to do to your body and also your mind, because there's machines for that too. They know how to get into your consciousness. They know how to get you into your mind. That's why when you think about something, you see it on the phone, because they got into your mind. They know how to read your mind. They know how to control your mind. Mind control, ultra mind control. So me now, my mind does not conform to a certain way, like a systematic way of living. You know what I mean? My mind don't conform. My mind don't operate that way, because I watch this movie Divergent and I'm more like a divergent. You know what I mean? Because I can't conform to this society statistic way of living. Like I can't fit in, I can't conform. So they can't really, that's why I can talk like this and I can, live a certain kind of way, is because they can't really control me, basically, right? Because I am not controlled. They cannot control the Divergence. Watch Divergent too. Divergent, right? Divergent, and they have Insurgent. So watch that and you'll see where you fit in when it comes to this. You're gonna get to see where the fuck if you really fit in when it comes to this, because the Diversions, they don't fit in anywhere. They're not poor, they're not rich, they're not none of that. But also they're all of that at the same time, and they're none of that at the same time. I'm telling y'all, we don't fit in. We just don't fit in nowhere. It don't matter where I go. I'll never feel like I fit in here. This is home for me. Nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. We don't fit in. And that's because we don't conform. Our minds are just, I guess it's more expanded, you would say, because we can't conform to just this one way. Like we know we can't. We don't subject ourselves to just that. Like I can't say, oh, I'm a preacher, I'm a cosmetologist, I'm a lawyer, I'm a doctor, I'm a this, I'm that. I can't even tell you that, because I am all of that. But I'm also none of that at the same time. Like I am nothing, none of that diversion type shit. Look at that, I'm telling y'all, look it up. So because they can't control this, they do mind control. They do control our minds. They do know how to do that. But it works on the people who minds are more, at a frequency where, at a lower frequency. I'll just say that. It works on people's mind who's at a lower frequency. If you're on a fear frequency and you fear a lot of things, then you're easily controlled. Mind-wise, you're gone. You're gone. Because if you're easily fearful and everything scare you, it's easy to someone to manipulate you. It's easy for people to manipulate you when you are scared of certain, or when you're in fear. So because of that mindset, you know what I mean, you're easily led, gone, they got you, hook, bait, done. And so though the lower frequency mindset, like I said, it opens up the portal for manipulation, for them to control you and alter your mind, alter mind control, alter your mind, alter the way of thinking. Because the way we're thinking right now it's an altered version of the way we're supposed to really think. It's an altered version. It's not the original way of thinking. This is not how I am supposed to think originally. These thoughts were given to me. You know what I mean? These thoughts were given. These thoughts are not my thoughts. These thoughts that are not, most of these thoughts in here are not my thoughts. My subconscious, most of my subconscious mind didn't even come from me. It came from the external. You know, you want to see the external, what you're hearing outside of you, what you're seeing outside of you, you know what I mean, what you're feeling outside of yourself, you know, all the other versions of yourself, you know. These thoughts are coming from that. They're not even your thoughts, because you know it's not your thoughts. When you think about something, you're like, where the fuck did that come from? Where did that come from? Exactly, because that didn't come from me. Because that thought didn't come from me. Exactly. You can't even claim your thoughts, because I'm telling you, some of these thoughts should be like, oh no, that did not come from me. Because we're bombarded with all of these what you call it, stimuli. We're bombarded with so much stimuli. You know, it's so much going on, and our subconscious mind is collecting all of that. That's why most of it is not us. Most of it is not us. Right? Because we've been programmed. We went to school, so we got programmed. They gave us our identity. Our identity was imparted in us. It was deposited into us. Our identity was deposited into us. Okay? So this is not our identity. This is not us. Most of these thoughts are not my thoughts. Right? Because of the programming. So now I have to reprogram my subconscious mind. I have to reprogram my subconscious mind, because I have to now put in the thoughts. I now have to train and program myself, and not let an external program me anymore. I have to consciously now do that for myself. This is why I am conscious, because now I'm consciously doing, consciously doing it now, and not just being conformed. I'm a divergent. So divergence, we operate differently. We more in a conscious mind. I'm more conscious than subconscious, because my subconscious is the bullshit that was programmed into me, and now it's just running. You know what I mean? It's running like a fucking app in the background of my phone. It's just running. The subconscious mind that I didn't put there, this shit is just running because it's power without direction. The subconscious mind is power without direction. So my subconscious mind is just doing things, running for me, creating for me, without me having to do nothing. Without me consciously ain't got to do shit. You could consciously, you can drive. Subconsciously, you're trained, right? You're programmed to drive the same route to work every day, right? You're programmed to do that. You can do that with your eyes closed at this point. You don't even have to open your eyes. You already know the route. You already know the lane. You already know where to turn. You know that. So subconsciously now, if you just consciously, because a lot of times this happen, you would drive somewhere, right? Because you will wake up on a Saturday, because work is Monday to Friday. You will wake up on a Saturday and you would drive your way all the way to work. People have done that. Subconsciously, you took yourself to work without you consciously doing it. You took yourself to work. Subconscious. That's what I'm saying. It's some bullshit be playing out like that. Stuff that you've been trained and programmed to do. Now you're just doing the shit without you having to actually put any kind of effort, no kind of conscious thought to it. You can just do it. And this is what the fuck people are doing right now. So you gotta watch out for people who live more subconsciously, because they got a low frequency. They're susceptible to anything, and they're susceptible to do anything. They're liable also to do anything, because when they do this shit, guess what? They've been programmed so long to do something. When they do it, it's not even going to be them doing it. They're not even going to consciously be there. It's just going to get done. Like driving the fuck to work on a Saturday. And that was not your day to work. It's like when you're used to, there's a garbage bin, right? A garbage bin in our kitchen, and we're used to pressing the button at the bottom, not the button, like the foot stepper. You step on the garbage bin with your foot and it opens up the lid, right? So we're used to that. Like I'm used to doing that every day, every day, stop, press, put the trash in, press, put the trash in, go to the garbage bin, put the trash in. I'm used to it. Just step. So now we came out of that environment, right? After doing this for me, I've been doing it for I would say a couple of months, right? I'll say like 2 months I've been doing it. So I stepped out of the environment. We stepped out of the environment, and we saw another trash can in someone else's kitchen, okay? And subconsciously, I went and I pressed the bottom of the garbage bin, thinking that it's the same garbage bin from what I'm used to for 2 months now. I actually went and took my foot and pressed that shit in. Consciously, I didn't even do that. That was my subconscious doing that. Subconscious power without direction. Okay? That was my subconscious that did that. I wasn't even there. I'm like, what the fuck would I actually did, but I didn't consciously do it. No, I did not consciously do it. It was my subconscious playing out. We do stuff like that all the time. We do that all the time. So many ways. We repeat stuff where we will tell us the same story. We will tell the same story like 20 times. But it happens subconsciously because we've been telling ourselves the same story for so long. It's at this point you forgot that you told that story 20 times already. You've been telling the same story, sometimes more than that. But a person who's consciously observing you telling the same story is like, you told me that already, right? I'd be like, you already know, you told me that already. Like, I've heard that story already. Or I've been told this. I do the same thing. I'll tell the same story. And then the person who's listening to me, my wife or my daughter, they would be like, oh, you already told me that already. Like, I know you told me. And I'm like, wow. So I'm subconsciously repeating myself. But that's not me. I am not doing it. It's subconscious. My subconscious is doing that. That's what my subconscious. My subconscious is coming up with stories. It's coming up with things that I've already told already just to have something to do. That's just what it is. It's coming up with things and ideas and concepts and scenarios just so I can talk about something. Even though I've talked about the same thing. The same thing. The shit is deep though, y'all. Isn't it? It's deep. It's really, really deep. And we really do have to focus more on the mind, focus more on the subconscious mind, how our mind operates, because your mind, your mind is very vital. Like every part of me is vital, is useful. Every part of me is vital to me, is very precious to me. It's my energy. So I have to pay attention to each and every part. I can't just pay attention to my heart, neglect the mind, pay attention to the mind, neglect the heart. You know what I mean? Like I have to pay attention to everything as a whole, because everything is very valuable to me. My all of my body parts is useful. They ain't got nothing on me that's not useful. Every part of me right now is useful. So I have to pay attention and treat all of them same way. I do, because they all play a part. They all play a part in my system. They all play a part. They all are playing a role. Every one of them is vital to me. My finger, I need my finger. I came in with 5, okay? I came in with 5. And I need all 5 of them. So I'm not going to neglect one, and just pay attention to 4, admire 1, and then, say the rest is not really that. No, honey. You're all so beautiful to me. You're all so beautiful to me. I love each and every part of you. I love each and every part, of you, of this. Like, I'm not in every part, even the hair that's growing under my chin. Like, I'm just like, it's coming. My hair is getting gray. Shit, like gray hair is popping out. But I'm like, man, listen. I love and appreciate each and every part of me because they're all playing a role. This may look like bad because it's getting gray, but that gray don't mean bad. Gray don't mean old. Gray don't mean that. This is something that's happening, that it needs to happen. That's the only reason why it's happening. It needs to happen. It could be a form of protection. It could be protecting me. You know what I mean? This gray hair could be actually my protection. We don't know. We're thinking, oh, gray hair bad, black hair good. You don't know if the gray is actually your protection from something. You know, it's trying to protect you from something that this color here right now is not gonna be it. So I gotta start building up some immunity for you. You know what I mean? I'm helping you. So these things that we seen is bad, it don't be bad. It be helping us. The food that tastes so bad, oh, that tastes so bad. Oh, that tastes so bitter. Oh, I can't. Ugh. It's good for us. Okay? It's not bad for us. It's good for us. So the things that we think is so bad is good for us, you know? It's good for us. Those food, those things that we don't pay attention to, man. The people that you say is ugly, and I'm not attracted to this person because this person ugly, and this person is this person is that. That be the person that's good for you. And the people that's so attractive and got they got the hazel eyes, girl. He had hazel eyes. His eyes was hazel, girl. He had the hazel eyes. He had the fresh cut with the beard. Like, ooh, girl, he was so fine. He was so sexy, you know. But that man treated you like shit. That man treated you like you wasn't shit. That man only called you in the middle of the night. That man only called you when it was after noon, after 12. No, not after 12 noon, after midnight. That man only contacted you after midnight. But he fine, right? He fine. But the one now that you don't even see, that you say ugly, you get a crooked teeth, you get this, you get this, you get that. That's the one that will call you first thing when you wake up. Honey, darling, baby, how you doing? How you feeling? You sleep good last night? Can I bring you something to eat? Do you want something to drink? Can I help you with your bill this month? Can I take you out somewhere? Can we go walking? Can we go hiking? Can we ride a bike? Can I introduce you to my mother? Oh my gosh, my mother would love to see you. My mother would love to see. I would love to take you to see my mother. That's the one, the crooked one. You know, the one who won't look too irie. The one who won't look too nice and too attractive. It's gonna be the one that's gonna treat you the best. It's be like that. It be like that. But we like toxic shit, so we ignore the best and settle for the cutie. We do that though. We ignore the best. We ignore that, and then we settle for the one that gonna treat us like trash, and that shit happens all the time. And then we wanna cry and complain, and oh my god, he cheated on me. Oh my gosh, why he not giving me no attention? Oh my gosh, why he doing this? Really? The one who would crawl on his knees. The one who would crawl on his knees or her knees to make sure that you're happy is the one that you neglect. You neglected that one. The one that would just be the world to you. Would just bring the world and just put it right in your hand. The one who will bring the world and put it right in your hand is the one that you said no to. So now, how you gonna cry and go on because pretty boy, pretty girl, big ass, red bone ain't doing you right? I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. There's different ones in here, you know. Catch it. Catch it, catch it, catch it. But that's just wisdom though. And it is. It is. We just gonna just let it be, you know. We gonna let it be. We gonna let it be. But consciously, I was talking about the subconscious and unconscious. Yes, because these are the things that we do. You know, these are the things that we do subconsciously.